Hello, this is Evangelist Dr. Robert L. McKim Sr. from Carrollton, Ohio. I know a lot of you don't like me, and you don't like what I say on my YouTube channel because you're stupid. You think YouTube is just for entertainment. Well, let me tell you something. YouTube is also for the truth, whether you like it or not. I'm not only just going to preach the truth, but I'm also going to teach the truth. So I'm not the only minister being harassed by people like you. And like I said, there's Pastor Greg Locke, and there's Pastor Paul Begley has been harassed. Probably still is being harassed. Just doesn't talk about it as much. But what I wanted to talk to you about really is, so back when I was taking a whole online course with University of Phoenix. Of course, I had to drop out of that course because I ended up getting pneumonia and was sick for a whole month. Couldn't, continue taking my classes because I was too weak to get up out of bed, and didn't have a laptop, and long story short, I had to withdraw for medical, reasons. But what I was wanting to say was, while I was taking the online course, I had to do some research. Went on to their library website, and I found an article written by a medical doctor that stated that emergency room doctors are being paid by the government not to treat people. I had it saved on my computer, and then, well, long story short, it got lost. So I've been trying to find it again. Finally found something similar, and a story that was done basically in Forbes magazine that says, because of the ACA, or the Affordable Health Care Act, that the government is paying physicians and hospitals to deny health care to seniors and disabled, and even encourage them to encourage the doctors to form monopolies to make it harder for them, or us people who are elderly and disabled, to find alternative sources of care. So right here in this report written by this gentleman, and that's in red, what the report says that I had found previously, that physicians in hospitals are basically receive bonuses in fact, deny care to patients. Right here too on the it was on a 2-page. It's right down there on the bottom. I also put in red as well. There's been a ongoing issue here lately because of this study done about heartburn medication, known as PPIs. But according to the study, it was not done. They did not study the over-the-counter heartburn medication or PPIs. They only studied the prescription strength medication. Well, because of this study that was done, and insurance companies such as CareSource, that's a managed care company for people who are on Medicaid. I'm not on it, but Renee's on it. They, last week on Tuesday, they told the pharmacies that they're no longer going to pay for the Land's Protozol 30 milligrams for Renee, or according to all the information I'm finding out, they're not going to pay for anybody's prescription strength medication. They are forcing people to try the 15 milligram over-the-counter medication. This is a denial for prior authorization from the insurance company, and it says right there that they want Renee to try taking the 15 milligrams of Prevacid over the counter for 90 days. She has been a lot more pain than she has been before. Went to the ER yesterday because that's what CareSource's nurses suggested she do, is go to Stat Care or ER. And here's what the ER doctor wrote. Of course, she has GERD, but he wrote that if she wants to be on the 30 milligrams, she needs to buy another box out of pocket. Well, isn't that what CareSource is supposed to be for? To buy your medication that the doctor says you need? But then, when I called Monday to a gastroenterologist and talked to the office manager, she more or less said they will not fight. They will not fight the insurance company. They have to go along with what the insurance company says. Well, we're fighting it because we know the truth. We know the truth, and the truth will set us free. We filed for a reconsideration. And if it has to go even to a state hearing, we'll do that. But I found another. It wasn't a report, but it was a study done that Medicaid patients have worse access and outcomes than private insured. And it says here that Medicaid typically pays physicians 56% of the amount that private insurance paid. Basically, what this whole report here, it's several pages, says is, or indicates, that people on Medicaid gets the raw end of the deal when it comes right down to it. And Renee has been receiving the raw end of the deal for a good while now, because she's on Medicaid. Doctor asked, our foot doctor asked today, or yesterday, when we went to see him, why can't you get on Medicare? Well, you have to work 10 years and pay in to 10 years to get it. Like I did. I paid into Medicare because I worked. I paid my taxes. I paid into, well, a lot of things. But here from Dr. Asako's, which is an ear, nose, and throat doctor that we both see, that Renee saw just recently, last month, in July, for her throat. And he has right down here for one of her issues that she has, or history, basically. Frequent heartburn, history of GERD and Barrett's, and acute cough. It's in the yellow right there, I highlighted. Also, he diagnosed Renee with what's called LPR, or as short for laryngeal reflux. Long story short, so right here, because he took and put a flexible tube down her nose and into her throat to check things out, and he diagnosed Renee with LPR. And his impressions, this patient with hoarseness, usually in the afternoon. She has a history of GERD and Barrett's esophagus. She is currently taking a daily PPI. She was on the 30 milligrams. She also has significant allergies. Her physical exam was within normal limits, including her vocal cords. Her symptoms are likely related to her known GERD and allergies. I recommend she continue medication for her GERD and allergies. That's what the ear, nose, and throat doctor recommends, and says that is her problem with her throat is from her GERD. Now, the problem is, the doctors just are not communicating like they're supposed to be communicating with one another. The ear, nose, and throat doctor said he was going to send these notes to the gastroenterologist. But the gastroenterologist says that the only thing that they have for our diagnosis is just GERD. I'm like, wait a minute, what about the upper GI that she had done in April that states that she has Barrett's esophagus? Why isn't that on her note, in her notes? people are just so, they don't want to fight insurance companies. They want the patient, they just want, really, every information I have, they want people on Medicaid that are elderly and disabled to die. When it comes right down to it, they want us to die. Die off. They're killing us off slowly by taking away the medication that we need to survive. And Renee's mother's husband, I know you probably see this video. One time you said, we get free health care. Yeah, right. Not anymore. Not like we did before. Things are being taken away. It's not free anymore. Free health care means death health care. Wake up before it's too late. Smell the coffee, people. We're living in the last days. God bless you. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Before I finish, I also found this report, or this website, from a lawyer, an attorney firm that basically wants people to sue Prevacid, or the makers of Prevacid. But in this website information, they state right here, and this is what I've also been trying to say. I haven't printed this off yet. The drugs, excuse me, which is the lands. Excuse me. This is talking about the over-the-counter right here, Prevacid, that Renee is now currently taking, is basically only designed for short-term, used only for 14 days at a time. But then they go on here and they say what I have been trying to say, that there's a difference in the medication that you buy over the counter and that you buy or get from the pharmacy, the pharmacist that fills for you. They have different manufacturers. They also come in different dosages and forms, or basically formulas. There are designed to treat different conditions. For instance, the Prevacid OTC, which is what the CareSource is demanding people to take now, is only designed for use as a heartburn relief drug, whereas the prescription strength lansoprazole is designed to treat other conditions including GERD and ulcers. There is a significant difference in the medications. What gets me is how, even though the doctors know her condition, know what's going on, they say she should be on the prescription strength medication, they just do not want to fight the insurance company. They don't want to fight the government. The government is pulling the strings on people's medical care. Wake up before it's too late. We're living in the last days. God bless you. Have a blessed day.